The champ is here.
I'm going to continue to stand with the people.
The champ is here.
I will not lose.
I'm a bad man. I shook up the world.
What's up, MH, man? You ready to do this, man? We jumping into our first Sunday countdown, man. Wanted to switch it up, change it up, man, and, get the people what they want, man. Just, doing that the monthly live, man. So you know how we do, man. I'm going to bring him in. You call him out, man. You ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Coach, Birdie, EP, Jazzy, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How's everybody's fantasy doing?
Not great.
I'm actually not doing fantasy.
Oh, okay. You took the year off?
I just kind of go by how I feel, and I didn't feel it this year.
There you go.
And Gene.
Okay. Gene's on me. All right. So, yeah, fantasy is definitely a topic that we wanted to talk about, man. Fantasy took a really quick turn for a lot of people in this last week, I think, right? Like, about to get the waiver wire and all that stuff, man. So, round robins, man. And, a lot of times, if you have different leagues, you have different pick styles. So it's like depending on what kind of league you have, is it a legacy league or, you just started a new league, what kind of players you were able to pick up, man. So, yeah, when we heard Jazzy stance, how the rest of you guys' fantasy leagues doing?
I'm sitting this one out, too.
I think this is my last year. I think I'm retiring.
Damn.
Jeez.
I'm doing all right in one league. I'm 3-1 in one. I'm 1-3 in another, and I think I might be 2-1 in the third. No, I'm 0-4 in the third. Sorry.
How do you have
1-3?
Jackson?
I mean, for the most part, it manages itself. If I'm looking at one league, what's it to look at two more? As far as like injuries go, one of them was an auto draft, so I didn't even have to set up time aside for that. It's my family league. We always auto draft, which is kind of frustrating because I always get shafted. And I have to go through, like this year I went through and I made sure I didn't pick up players that were starting the year off hurt. I didn't know that I could do that. So I excluded like 5 or 6 players.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, but I'm still dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out and 1 suspended. So
you retiring, man? Like I saw the trophy, man. All I saw was King Gene on the trophy. Is that why you're retiring, man? You want to get some other chance?
All these injuries, just hang it up, man. Just like, you know what? It was a good run. It was fun.
Love it. All right, man. Someone jump in a little bit of college football, man. College football yesterday was good stuff, and I don't know if we follow some of our teams and what's going on. But the first thing I want to start with is, was a 58-year-old player in college still getting NIL deals? MH, man, me and you want to get in the training, man? Maybe we can make a comeback. I think I still got a medical.
No, you couldn't pay me enough money to have somebody hit me or me try to hit somebody right at this point. That's a wrap.
Yeah, so previously the oldest age was like 55 or 50 something. 55, 56. He was like a Division III player. I think maybe it was at like HBC, but either way. So the new record now is 58. He's got an NIL deal. Like the NIL money is something that's kind of maybe second thought it. But he's got like a Aspercream or like a Bengay deal. So hey. So would you lace up the sneakers again? Would you go out and play another year?
No, not at that level. No. at the rec level, yeah, I still kind of do, but at that level, nope. I have a hard time with these high schoolers, man.
That's what I'm saying. Season coming up, you still have to show them every now and then, though, right? Like they.
And you know what? And I still can. That's about my limit. But up there, no, not a chance.
Love it. All right, so let's jump into college, man. Guys, any games y'all want to talk about that kind of shocked you? You guys think the rankings are out? I was trying to pull the rankings to see where everything's kind of jumbled and shut. But what we think about some of these teams here?
Penn State.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I was actually anticipating this for Penn State, and That's
Oh,
all I got to say about
really?
Tom
Oh,
Hanks play.
Okay, but
Wow.
do y'all think it's the travel, or was it like a legit? It's Penn State doing Penn State type things, because this is kind of what they do. But I know they were talking a lot about traveling cross country, and that comes up every year. But I don't see where that's an issue, to be honest.
And they also talk about, and I don't know if this is necessarily the case for Penn State, and I forget which program that I think they might have talked about it on College Game Day last Saturday, and I forget which program again, but they talked about how, obviously they make a lot of money. They have a lot of money to do a lot of things to kind of stimulate the experience. And so I agree with Birdie. I'm not really sure if that's necessarily the issue, but again, Penn State has, I guess, for the last however many years, 2-3 years, kind of really came into the season with very high expectations, and at some point before the regular season ends, they underperform.
And that's the narrative, right? Like, can't win the big game, like that's starting to come to fruition. But to take that L like they took yesterday, like travel or not travel, right? Like, I mean, especially when you're talking about being, that type of level program, you got to put a product and show up on the field come game day. Like, I mean, I know it's any given Saturday, but it's to a level. So he's definitely have to be in the hot seat, right? Like, even if he wins out, I mean, he's a hot seat candidate right now, right?
But he's like 56-11 or something stupid like that. So is that still hot seat worthy? I mean, the 11 to me is pretty bad, but so I sit on the fence with that. I'm actually intrigued by it all, because I mean, how do you get rid of a guy that's, I think, 47-11 or something like that? How do you get rid of that guy?
I'm on the fence about it as well, and the reason I'm on the fence, or kind of like acknowledging EJ's position that it's hot. I think it's hot seat, or makes for a hot seat type of situation, just because of where college football is today. I think that because of how these rosters are made up, and they kind of are evaluating the rosters based on how much this player is worth, and saying that this roster is comprised of some real some top tier talent. They expect you, and when I say they, I mean boosters or whoever are primarily responsible for paying these coaches' salaries. They have these expectations that if we're paying you all of this, and we have these, these players of this caliber, we expect you to be able to do something more than what you're doing with it.
And this is why I don't like paying players before they do anything. Like, to me, college football has been a bad product. Like, it's not been a good product this year. So for me, like, paying players in advance and they haven't done anything is affecting the game. And it's also affecting the NFL. If you look at the NFL, all the rookies are a lot of them just terrible. They're not good. It's not good players no more. It's like
good and terrible.
Good and terrible. It's like the guys that's doing good are the guys that didn't get the NIL money. And the guys that got it, they come in with a lot of hype. They come in with a lot of things behind them, and they're not living up to the hype, because they've already multimillionaires.
They don't have to fight for their life no more.
They don't have to fight for their life. They made more money in college than they're gonna make on their rookie deal.
I agree.
So
it is fair. But I will say some rookies don't get utilized like to that extent though. Like, I feel like last year Xavier Worthy came into the league and the Chiefs did not utilize him the way that they should have.
But did they need him though, right? Like,
right.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like, I mean, it'd be different if you'd have gave me like another team, right?
I mean,
like,
this is the fastest player in the league. They had Tyreek Hill at one point, so I feel like,
And then that's the other thing too, right? Like, you come in with he's the fastest player in the league, but like, what was his soft skills, or what was it like the things? Because the argument also is in the development leagues, right? College, they're not learning those kind of running great routes, right? Like being a technician or student of the game type thing. So there's a lot of caveat. I mean, I hear kind of what you're saying, but like, it is the Chiefs.
Yeah, I just think I mean, I think the college game and NFL game is so different that I mean, I have a hard time really giving rookies a hard time just because from the sheer fact, like, you know, I think the hashes is a huge thing. In college, there's a wide hash, and then in the NFL, it's in the middle of the field. So it's like it's not speed versus speed. It's like, you know, a person versus person, dog versus dog in the NFL. And if you're not technically sound, it's gonna probably take a while for you to get used to even how the game flow is. I mean, for James Franklin, I'm going back to him, man. He may be on the hot seat. I just don't know how you improve from him from a coaching standpoint. You know, a Dan Lanning or whoever you want to say is not going anywhere. Like at Oregon, like they don't, as great as Penn State is, they don't really respectfully compare to the upper echelon tier of the Bamas, the University of Texas, like those programs. So Ohio State, like where do you go from James Franklin? I mean, in UCLA, they spent $10 million on their quarterback. So it's about time they, you know, at least got a lead and a win. So due respect. I mean, I guess it just happens, man. Perfect storm. And they had it was the interim coach.
Interim coach. Yeah, they
their first game. So yeah, you know, they played. They did the offensive coordinator gave him a Rudy. He put him on his shoulders like Rudy gave him a Gatorade bath. So it was playing above their head. You know, just, you know, perfect storm. We'll see it on Netflix here in a couple of years, I guess.
I was like, you definitely right about them hashes, because that, to me, that's what happened with Reggie Bush. I was like, in college, those hashes was different, so he got away with a lot of stuff. But when he got to the NFL,
yeah, when it
dog on dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't getting them linebackers by themselves no more.
Right. Yeah, it's a little different out there. It's a little different.
And you're hitting the 1% versus the 1%, right? Like that's a whole different world as well, right? So, you know, you could go through that schedule, and, you know, there are some SEC teams that are not like the others. Same with the Big Ten. Same with, you know, any other kind of conference you want to name out. So, other people. So you did, MH. You mentioned Oregon, man. They for real?
Yeah, they're for real. I don't know if it's going to be this year that they win a national championship, but I would probably say in the next couple of years. Obviously, with the Nike money, I think they have. I like their coach. I mean, he's interesting cat, but he kind of knows how to stir the pot correctly with that team. And to me, they got the best quarterback that I've seen in college to this point in Dante Moore. And so, I mean, you got a really good quarterback. You got really good, you know, talent, and they're really good interior on both lines. It's going to be hard to beat them. So I like them. I really do.
I think Oregon's Penn State of the West.
I'm not mad at that analogy.
I don't think they're gonna ever win it. I think they're gonna get there every year and blow it or get to it. Yep. I don't think they have what it takes. That's my opinion. Other than Nike money, I don't think they have what it takes.
That's a big thing, though.
They're doing a great job recruiting at the skill positions. But at the end of the day, if you ain't got it in the middle, it's gonna be
they have a very, I would say, comfortable path. It's super cushy. Yeah. The rest of that schedule got bubble tape around it.
I would say with the exception of maybe Wisconsin, and Washington's program's not terrible, but I don't know how they're doing this year. Oh, they're 4-1.
Wisconsin did up the other day.
Yeah.
I think they're real. I really do.
Wisconsin, I see Oregon's been good forever, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of those teams. I don't necessarily think that I would compare them to Penn State, just in the sense of even this year. I mean, Oregon, I feel like, has had more success, even though they haven't won it recently, or I don't know if ever, but more regular success, I think, than Penn State.
Nah, EP, stop dodging that Texas question.
I hear no Texas.
You've been dodging.
I was actually gonna allude to that. Yeah. I was gonna allude to that.
The thing with Texas right now, I don't think Sark should be in a hot seat. I mean, he's had a lot of success in his 3 or 4 years, and
I'm thinking about Napier.
Texas, their big thing over the past 10 years has been head coaches, and now that they finally found one who wants to stay, I think they should commit to that. I think Arch is still the real deal, but that O-line yesterday showed that they obviously are not. And the defense too. I mean, I don't understand how we go from holding the national champ to 2 touchdowns and then giving up all these points to Florida and everybody else. It's defeating.
Well,
Look, let me tell you from somebody who played defense, it's all those 3 and outs. When
That's
your
fair.
offense keep going 3 and out,
That's fair. I could see that.
defense get tired.
Defense, I don't know. They didn't start that. I didn't watch all too much of that game. I was asleep. But I feel like from what I did watch early on, I mean, the defense really wasn't doing too much. That sideline catch and run for like 50 yards is what sticks out to me. Like, make the fucking tackle. What are we doing?
You're right. That O-line is terrible.
It's bad.
I watched that game yesterday. I was like, oh, this is
It's so bad. Like, Arch's stock is dropping. I honestly, at this point, if the season keeps going like this, he should stick around for another season. I don't see him going anywhere in the first as of now. How we go from early number 1, number 2, number 3 projections to this it's bleak.
Yeah, but it's like, look at it, but they replaced it's almost 7 players on that offense that got drafted.
Yep.
They went to the league last year. And 3 to 4 were off the own line. So it's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a little minute. So
It's gonna take a little bit.
it's gonna take a little minute. Like to me, he looked better yesterday. Like he looked like his progression, like they're growing together.
I think that game last week when they played whoever they played, I can't remember. That was definitely a confidence builder, and it still looks like he's like dealing with some type of lingering like shoulder injury or something like that. Because like when he winces when he throws, and I mean he runs the ball fine, but he definitely still needs to get back to better passing.
Yeah, he got to lean into Kirk Cousins' side of the. He got to lean into that style of ball a little bit. He's a little too much hero stuff for me, and he's just don't got the hero skill set. He's a good athlete. I'm sure he knows what the defense looks like, and I'm sure playing with that last name, there's some weight on it, but he got to cut some of the hero kind of tosses out, and I think he'll be fine, and maybe he will.
We'll see. Still a lot of games left.
Yeah.
So that's the plus side of things, right? I mean, but we definitely can't get my man Bobby Steele's not here, so I definitely represent the U. So they're doing the football.
They look good last night.
Hey, let's go.
They look good last night.
They know what they're supposed to do in the ACC, but they still look good though.
I was not sold on the whole Carson Beck move, but I mean, he looks good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I like it. I grew up in that Miami, Florida, FSU era. I think college football is better when those teams are just doing what they do. It just makes the whole thing exciting.
Absolutely. And anybody see anything hope for Notre Dame?
Nah.
They're gonna make a run, a turn around. Everybody's like, nah, keep it moving.
Just to watch that they're boring. Like I can't watch them play right now.
What should we do with our boy Billy? My bad, my boy Billy in North Carolina, man. He took an ass whooping last night, and it's like that seems to be. I think we were talking about trends and way things are going, and like he's not losing games, like he's getting destroyed. So, are they going to give him time? Are they? What's the deal with him? I mean, so much around, of course, him and his boo thing down there. Do you think they're going to give him time? Or should we just call this a failed experiment and move on?
Failed experience and moved on.
And that's the thing, right?
Don't waste your program money.
I think they give him one more season at least.
I think they will too.
I think just based off of the name, you go for one more season.
But what do you see, right? Because like we're going to transition off of this name to another, of course. But what do you see as far as the name? Like, what is he doing, right? Like, is it I'm getting coached by one of the greatest coaches of all time, or is it like he's doing something or preparing me or putting me, in some type of position to excel my future, right? So that's, I guess, my question would be.
I mean, I feel like even you see it with Dion. I mean, just the name alone is going to bring, build it and they will come type vibes. So I think, I mean, it's definitely bleak. It's bad over there. They are getting domed in their losses.
So
But
you brought up the great transition. So let's just jump right into that, right? So Coach Prime, we definitely during the football show every year, we talk about him at the beginning of the year. We do an assessment, and when we get kind of to the closing, right? Like it's bowl game or bust, I think, for Dion when it comes to us right here. What we thinking? He's jumping out, new quarterback. He's got to replace, some things. It's not looking too good. They come out striking, but they've been losing leads consecutively.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I actually like watching them play, but the mistakes that they make, you would think that they have an all-star NFL staff. They have an all-star NCAA staff. And the mistakes that they make on offense and defense, you would think that like they would have cleaned that up a long time ago. And that's my issue with them, with the staff that they have alone and the guys that they have in that locker room alone. How are we still doing some of the things that we're seeing on the field? Like they almost beat themselves every week.
A lot of gold jackets on those sidelines. A lot of gold jackets.
But it begs the question though, when you think about even in the NFL, okay, the coaching staff, they have a lot of gold jackets on their coaching staff. It really begs the question that just because you can do doesn't mean you can teach how effectively.
And definitely, right there, there's always that frustration into it, right? Like if you're the greatest and you're trying to teach someone something simple and they don't get it, like how much level of patience do you have? I mean, hell, let me shut up, Coach Birdie. Tell them about being able to do it and then coaching. It takes a lot of fucking patience.
That's why the coaches always like the backups.
Right?
It's always the backup quarterback. Backup quarterback ends up becoming a coach because he's been studying the whole time.
That's why they carried Jerry Neuheisel off the field yesterday. Who remembers him from college? Nobody.
Crazy, I do.
I mean, I do because I would have known that, but I mean the fact that now all of a sudden he's the next up and coming OC, because they've already anointed him after one game.
But and it's funny because like if you hear the old players and the old players that were in the program, they was like he should have been the OC. They don't know why he wasn't getting an opportunity. They say he should have been the OC. They kept saying it for the longest. So
he's on that Kyle Shanahan path.
Yeah.
All right, man. If we don't have anything else in the college realm, I want to definitely say shout out to UNLV, still undefeated, part of that UNLV. So I'm rocking a red hat for this and the other that we'll probably get into in a bit. But college football is always brings those intriguing, exciting kind of stories. Watch these teams. I love what they did. I think we talked about this during the football show earlier, that they're actually doing great matchups and making it exciting. So it's going to be exciting to see how the rest of the season runs. Want to jump into a topic that needs to be discussed, and we talk about things that happen during the month, and I just want to jump. Miss Fee kind of came out with the commissioner of the WNBA, and she had some things she had to get off her chest. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely open up to the ladies. Who wants to jump in first?
I jump in there, but I have an unpopular opinion on it. I think Fee was wrong. And I hate that she said what she said, and I hate that she did what she did. And my thing is, if you got the commissioner's ear, whatever, y'all having these private water cooler conversations and whatnot, if Minnesota had won, which I was rooting for them, of course, if they had won, would we know about this? So was the commissioner right? The losers complain? Like honestly, I don't think she should have leaked that part of the conversation. I also don't think the commissioner was absolutely wrong in what she said. I mean, I come from an era in the 90s where some of the best female basketball players never got a chance to play in the NBA or WNBA. They were all going over to Europe. So we have this platform now. We have this opportunity. And contrary to popular opinion, Caitlin Clark is not the best player on her team, let alone in the league. So while everybody's talking about the league needs Caitlin Clark, I agree with the commish. Caitlin Clark needs the league also. And I'm not a Caitlin Clark hater at all, but I think there's some truth to that statement. The way that Fee put it out, I think she was coming from a place of hurt because of everything that was happening to them. I think Minnesota got robbed last year in the playoffs by New York, and it just sucks how it ended this year. But had they won, would we know any of this conversation? So I don't agree with Fee putting it out, and I don't like the manner in which she put it out.
Boom. Okay.
I mean, look, I agree with what a lot of what Bertie said. I will say that, you know, what would have been, and I mean, I think it's going to be a while to see how the just how everything takes shape following this fallout. You know what I'm saying? Like, only time will tell what kind of basically what kind of result the league or the ladies will get from Fee, you know, having shared what she shared. One thing that I did notice in the commissioner's in her statement, or one thing she pointed out, which I thought was interesting, she said that you know, just in addition to the normal end of season meetings regarding officiating and all of that, the league is establishing a multi-stakeholder task force and calling it like a state of the game committee. Um, you know, I think that's almost self-explanatory, committee. So, you know, be comprised of players and maybe even coaches or whatever, but just basically inviting them to the table to, I guess, you know, have a, not necessarily have a say, but to just have their perspective shared about, you know, officiating and la da 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 da. Now, sounds like appeasement. Sounds a little like appeasement, but I also, again, I don't disagree with a lot of what Bertie said as far as the timing of it. You know, like somebody, I heard another talking head make that same point. Like, hey, this is coming at a time where, you know, you felt like the officials basically failed y'all, and yeah,
So is
that's
it
that.
so? Yeah. Anybody else jump in? Jump in.
Listen, I agree with it, but just from a business perspective, I think the commissioner is ass.
Oh, more. I absolutely agree with that.
A pack of ass.
A pack of ass.
He's not good. He's not a good commissioner. So
not as bad. A pack of ass.
So like when Fee said it, I'm like, to me, I'm like one of the people like, yeah, Fee said stuff that shouldn't have came out. Definitely stuff that should. She's probably angry at the moment. She says some stuff that shouldn't came out. But in the grand scheme of things, the commissioner is not good. She's terrible at marketing the brand, the product. It's almost like she's trying to make the league the star and not the players. And that's what it comes off as. And
I
so
also think a lot of the hate towards the commissioner from the players is simply over their pay. There's some stuff that she don't have no control over. And I agree, she's terrible. I don't even know if y'all even know this, but she's so awful that she actually texted the wrong player, congratulating them on being an all-star.
Right.
And that player texted the other player and was like, hey, I just found out you're an all-star. Congratulations. That's
right. So
like, I mean, she can't get the small stuff right.
I think she's in that spot because the NBA put her in that spot.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's like when you don't know what you're doing and they just giving you the job, it's gonna show.
She's not. Yeah,
because everybody's like, oh, she got them the TV deal. No, the NBA got them the TV deal. Let's be honest. She didn't have nothing to do with it. So her job is to market the league, put the right people in play to grow the league. To me, the marketing of the league is still terrible. Like, I was like, this is like, I can do this in my sleep. I don't know what she's doing out there. Like, who is her husband? Like, I don't know who she's married to. Because there's no way. There's no way you can physically do this job and be as bad as you are. And it like, and like the player pay has always been the player pay.
Right.
The commissioner, like, I don't think she have as much control as people think she has. So it's just a lot of just stuff within the WNBA that's tricky. Because Fee, you can say Fee, like, you have a whole other league that you're pushing. You might be just trying to push Unrivaled. Like, we don't know what your intentions are. So it's a lot of things out there. Like, Fee was almost like the wrong messenger in this situation.
We've had those down the line in the history.
Yeah, it's just the wrong messenger at this time. You coming off of getting hurt due to what you feel was officiating. To me, her injury was more just accident. I don't think it was officiating.
Alyssa Thomas is the one. She Debo. That's what I've got out of a lot of this. Don't nobody really want to mess with her.
Right.
That's kind of what I've got. When she hit you, it hurt. Emotionally, physically, mentally, it hurt.
Right.
I'm a huge AT fan, but that was just unfortunate. I actually feel bad for Minnesota. And the crazy thing is, they came to Vegas and put that 55-point whooping on us, and it all went downhill from that day. Like if you look at it, that's the day she got hurt. I fully believe that game cost her the MVP. Fee was my MVP up to that point. She got hurt and went out for 7 games. Asia stole it. Asia earned it too, but I mean those 7 games mattered. Fee hasn't been the same since then, and neither has Minnesota. And then they come back and they get the wheels fell off. And it was bad, but Alyssa Thomas is she's got right, and I'm a huge AT fan, and I'm interested in these finals because as long as Asia Wilson and Fee is in basketball, Alyssa Thomas is never going to be the MVP. So she's got to get something.
Won't, but she's gonna take a pound of flesh.
Right,
a pound of flesh.
Because I ain't never seen nobody make Jackie Young look small.
He's like, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving with something. Your ankle, your knee, something.
Absolutely, and she unapologetic about it. Like she don't complain about everything. I'm like, girl, you did that. You did that.
Definitely some interesting. Like, it's always context of everything, right? Like, in her feelings, wrong time. Although that is some of the narrative, right? Like even they've talked about it, about, maybe fouling too much or just how the fouls or calls are mandated throughout the season, right? Because when they were protecting, or the thing with Caitlin when she first came in, right? Was she getting hit too hard, or, all of those things. So I think we summed it up to right message, wrong messenger, or timing, right? Like all of those kind of contexts into things, because it's been a part of their narrative, right? To where we talk about how the league is like soft or not soft, right? And then how things are, not bringing the NBA in there, but like, they used to like scrap in the NBA, and that wasn't a technical foul. Now you suck your teeth and it's a technical foul in the NBA. So like it's interesting.
Hey, WNBA need a malice in the palace, and it's gonna stop all this. You get one malice in the palace, every call will be called going forward.
She's gonna be somewhere in the mix. She Ron Artest, Rick Mahorn,
all of them.
All of them. She's all of them. I like her game, I really do, but she brings it.
Well, we are in the finals now, so definitely rocking the red and black for our aces, man. So hopefully, now the situation what it is. They play again today while the live is airing. So good luck for them. They're up 1 in the series. So and congratulations to Asia Wilson, winning the 4th. We did a show on her. We posed a question on the show. Is she the GOAT or is she a GOAT? Becky Hammond said that she is Mount Rushmore. So what is our thoughts and opinions on that?
Said Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. Mount Everest. Thanks, Amish.
I was like, I don't think she's the GOAT.
Not yet. I think she's creeping in there for sure. I don't care. Cheryl Miller's always going to be my GOAT, and there's nothing Asia can do to top that. And I hang out with Asia on the weekends. I don't care, but I just think there's too many players like Asia, which I absolutely love. They're standing on those ladies' shoulders, and those ladies did not get the opportunity that these girls are getting. And I love this opportunity. I love it for them. But there's some real GOATs out there that if they had an ounce of social media or TV or anything, some of the best female basketball players in the United States only got to play during the Olympics, and you only know them during the Olympics, So I think Asia's creeping in there. She's probably on my top 10 for sure, but I don't. She's not the GOAT. She's not. There's
a lot of superlatives around. She's the GOAT. Okay, continue. Let's hear it.
I don't think she's the GOAT, man. I still think Maya Moore was a better player. Still was a better player. I was like, I love Asia too. I love Asia game. I got her jerseys and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't think she's the GOAT yet. She can become the GOAT.
And the crazy thing about Maya Moore is literally this game has moved so fast and progressed so fast on the women's side. 22-year-olds don't know who Maya Moore even is. They're like, why do we keep Maya Moore is now more famous for leaving the game than she was for playing the game?
And let's not act like Asia hadn't been playing with like the Heatles version of the WNBA, because they have.
Okay. MH, man, what you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. I respect it because you said mine more. That kind of changed my. I agree.
I saw your face.
Mine more was that. And then I mean I never saw Cheryl Miller play, but they always say Reggie Miller, as good as he is, was a worse Miller, right? So he was, so I understand that, but Asia Wilson is special because I don't even think the Aces are that good as a collective team. I really don't. This year's version of the Aces, I should say.
I just think they ran into they ran the right path this year.
Yeah, no, for sure, But I don't know. I look at greatness in like a fit. Like when Michael Jordan was at the top of his game, I'm not calling Asia Wilson Michael Jordan. It just looks so easy when everybody else is doing a whole lot of movement. Michael Jordan was 2-3 dribbles, pull up, bucket, right? And that's how I see Asia Wilson. She's like 2-3 pivot, bucket. I'll go on defense, block your shot, keep the ball high. Just like when you make the fundamentals on the professional level look very easy, I'm like, that is greatness. That is greatness. So it's hard for me to say there's a much better than Asia just because how easy she makes the game look, just from a fundamental standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love it. Like for her to be oh no, go Birdie.
Because consider Alyssa Thomas is damn near averaging a triple double, right? Consider the year Alyssa didn't win the MVP, she averaged a triple double, and she's not even close to even where Asia is. I think Asia's great, and I'm just going back to your comment about the Aces not being great this year. 2 words, Dana Evans. If they don't have Dana Evans come on the way that they did, we wouldn't even be talking about the Aces right now. And I'm not even talking about their last game. They were 12-14 at one point. And we went from 12-14 to a home court advantage in the finals. And yeah, it was Asia, but it was also Dana Evans, like solely Dana Evans. Jewel Lloyd has been stealing oxygen at this point. Chelsea Gray, you just don't know which Chelsea you're gonna get. And Jackie's been there, but it's you always these teams need these other people. And I think Dana stepped up, but people don't know Dana got a chip too. Dana was on that team in Chicago when they won, so she's got that experience. And everybody's like, oh, where'd she come from? She got a little chip on her, you know. Yeah. So I think I agree with you. They're not that great, and it's those other people that's going to come along that's just going to keep boosting Asia up there. Asia's doing her thing, but just from a team perspective, they needed somebody else, and they got it finally.
Yeah, because of that terrible trade they made.
Yeah,
that we talked about at the beginning of the season. I was like, Jewel Lloyd is not that person.
Yeah,
not that person.
You definitely said that.
She's not that person. I was like,
shout out to Kyler Murray.
He needs to be out. He needs to be out the league.
Yeah.
Hey, but I don't know. I used to be a huge Jewel fan. Well, it was just 4 years ago. Jewel Lloyd was the highest paid player in the league, and I don't know what Skylar Diggins did to her, but she ain't been the same.
Everybody knew it was output. She was just taking all the shots. That's it. She was shooting 30 to score 30.
She is still in oxygen.
Just take them Donnie Taurasi 5'5" shorts off. She'll be all right, man. Take those baggy shorts off. You'll be all right, man. Get some smaller shorts now.
No, I appreciate it. So, all right, man. Let's get into the countdown, man. So, NFL. Only September. We just left September, and the NFL is always an interesting story. And I was going to switch it around, but since the Browns are playing in London or something right now versus the Vikings, help me out, nephew. You're always on top of this. I don't know what the score is, but it is the last time I looked, the Browns are ahead with a new starting quarterback. So, of course, when you talk about the Browns, you talk about starting quarterback and quarterback rotation, you know who comes up. So, what are your thoughts about what the Browns are doing, how they're reacting, and just more information continues to come up every time we dust off this, the Sanders story. So, looks like Gabriel's, like I said, leading the pack. You think he's Fugazi? You think he's the future, or what's the organization doing?
I mean, he's looked good today, like so far. Like, especially when your first game, you going against the Vikings defense is pretty solid. So
not that deep. We talk about who runs that defense, right? He's supposed to be the guru, right?
So I would say like, hey, they looking pretty decent right now. Like
he's looking good. The hell out of Njoku today.
Yeah. He finally,
and it's in London, and they're up 17-14. Minnesota just missed a field goal like 5 or 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, so I think he's like with Shedeur though. It's like he got to stop acting like a child because he's still.
You don't like him miming his answers?
No, none of that. Like he to me, like he tries so hard to be Dion instead of just being Shedeur. Like he tries to talk like his dad, all that stuff, and I'm like, bro, just be you. Like you can't have your dad personality. Your dad was one of one. Your dad was something we never seen and something we probably won't see no more. Like your dad had that type of talent. You don't have that type of talent. Your French starter, but to back up, you can't talk like Dion.
I mean, you want to share because you was cracking up there.
I mean, sadly, I agree. It's when it comes from just you're not your daddy, you know. But I mean, you're daddy's boy. If if that's your role model, that's your daddy, and you want to be like him. I guess I understand.
I was going to say that. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But he's still young. I mean, you got to think about how much of your dad makes up your personality, though. Like
Dion's was an act because he knew it would get him more money. His whole persona is an act, so you can't take that act and you don't have that type of talent.
But at least at that position too, right? Like people feel
if
weird.
If you're gonna be like that, you better be cold blooded. Like
or rushing the quarterback,
right?
Yeah, nah. I think he'll be all right, man. I feel bad for him because it's like Lamar Jackson gets hurt. They like, bruh, Shedeur, you said you don't want to back up Lamar. It's like, damn, what they got to do with him?
And where did that come from, right?
Yeah, he's the third string quarterback. Why y'all interviewing him? Like, what other third string quarterbacks are getting interviewed? And whatever's going on with his braids and clearly he's going through some clearly he's more I'm
worried about his mental health. You get the braids done, then you get the fade. That's how it goes.
Clearly there's a lot going on there in Cleveland. So leave that man alone, man.
We probably don't have a braider in Cleveland.
Yeah, let him.
I think, I do think Shedeur is in an unfamiliar place. Okay, he to me, even though his daddy nicknamed him Grown, he's still very much. I feel like he's still a baby in terms of just his maturation. I hope no one really expects Shedeur to just be, like Kirk Cousins or something in terms of his mentality. Yeah, he's just root. I mean, I don't know why they think that he's just gonna be like, yeah, I wish Dylan Gabriel nothing but the best, and whatever I can do to support him, I'm gonna do just that. Like, it would be nice. Yes, that's what y'all want, but
he actually did it. He actually posted on his IG supporting Dylan Gabriel. So he actually did that.
And just because he ain't say it verbatim doesn't mean he's like throwing salt or like hoping that the man has a bad game or something or a terrible debut as a starter.
I just feel like his personality should be more Shiloh than what his personality. If his personality was Shiloh, he'd been a different.
That's why they personalities, because they ain't nobody's the same. Ain't nobody's the same.
One of them is in the league, and one of them isn't though.
He needs Shiloh personality to be a quarterback in this league.
Okay, but look at the Rex Ryan comments. When Rex specifically said,
that's Rex.
But okay, I know that's Rex, but what stands out about the comment is Rex said, I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't know. So who's putting it out there that Shedeur is not in the room studying this playbook, that he's just out there being all Jamarcus Russell or whatever? Like
Jamarcus Russell.
I'm just saying, like he put that out there and he alluded to the fact that I know what I'm talking about because I've been told. So are we dealing with something totally different? Is this not a personality issue or is this something else?
Man, he's at the Browns, and the Browns is the NFL quarterback sunken place.
I don't know what happens.
I don't know who got the spoon and like that. He's in get out right now.
You know what I blame? I also blame the offensive playbook in Colorado. And Ward even mentioned it when they was joking around. I was like, Ward was not lying. Ken Ward was not lying. He's like, all his passes were screen passes. And I think a lot of that, now you're trying to develop into like a full quarterback. You got to learn this bigger playbook. where it's not just dump here, screen here, get the ball out quick to your athletes. It's a different monster. So for me, I think of Shedeur Folk. To me, he's the most accurate quarterback in this draft that came out.
Yeah.
Most accurate, easily the most accurate. I feel like he lock in, learn his playbook, do what he needs to do. Don't be a distraction. It's like just pass the buck. If you get interviewed, like, hey, you know what? Flacco quarterback today, like, talk to Flacco. Like, just start passing the buck. It's like, hey, I'm just here to support my teammates. Call it today. Quarterback today. Do what you need to do.
It's the NFL, man.
It's the NFL.
It's small hashes. I mean, shit. Even Kevin Ward was like, they got to check him on. The PR guy is like, hey, bro, hey,
you can't say that.
We trash. Like he just
Jeffrey Simmons, like he had to call him to the room. He's like, hey, listen, hey, come here, let's talk, man. Let's check. Like you can't say that publicly, man.
That's how you know he was at his wit's end.
He was hot. He was definitely hot.
That boy said, "We are ass.
We are trash ass." So, that's the thing, though. Before we move on, welcome to you, man. You want to say anything about the Shedeur situation in the Cleveland Browns, man? Before we jump on or jump forward?
No, I'm good. You keep pushing.
Yeah. So, man, Baltimore Ravens. Like, I don't know if y'all felt it, and I think we talked about it in the football show. We were like hoping. We were all kind of Negro spirituals hoping that this would be his year, and then it kind of came on, and he still has the. Well, I'm not going to say he does. I just want if you guys have that thought. He gets injured, he loses to the Chiefs again. They did that whole montage about how again. And so, man, is it something he can get out of? We're going to come back, and he's going to kind of run down the streak and do the Geno Smith and night right back and prove us all wrong, hopefully. Done deal.
I think they can still – I still think they're the best team in that division, so I think they'll make the playoffs.
Hey, slow down. Josh, I need you to tell him to slow down as well. Slow down.
They're still the best team in that division.
Second best. Yeah, they up in there, but go ahead.
Yeah, Pittsburgh choke. Like, they go 8-8 at the end of the day.
9-8.
9-8? It'll be 9-8, yeah.
9-8.
They'll finish 9-8. They'll figure out to mess it up.
Jazz, let this happen just
Anyways,
yeah.
Yes. Listen, I don't disagree with King Gene. They are the best team in the division. It just so happened that the best team in the division just ain't doing what they supposed to do. That's all.
And that defense is a big letdown because that defense is supposed to be way better.
No, that defense is supposed to be.
They're getting carved up week after week.
That is true.
We were talking about the defense of old, right? We were talking about Super Bowl level,
right? Because the
real studs, Ray Lewis type of.
Yeah, I was actually pretty shocked that Justin Fields on opening day was able to do what he was able to do against the Steelers because they just not the Steelers.
Oh, he did, but we're talking about the Ravens.
Oh, you talking about the Ravens? Oh,
I like the way you did. You had the side hate in your pocket.
No. I do talking about the Steelers. No. But both teams. I mean, both things we said about both teams. They're historically known to be like just really like top tier defensive teams, and that's not happening this year.
But the Ravens, the bar was set so high for the Ravens. So many people like, if they don't do it this year with this iteration of players, with this roster.
I mean, talent-wise, they have the best team. They have the best team on paper in that division easily. I mean, they have a layup this week, but
is it time to move away from Harbaugh?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh. That's kind of tough.
Tampa Bay move away from Tony Dungy, they will end up winning the Super Bowl. Sometimes you got to move away from that person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They took you as far as they can take you. Yeah. It's time to get that next mind in there to get you over the hump.
I just need the secondary guys to cover. And that's the most disappointing thing about going back to Deion, his team. Like, bro, this is bad secondary play. I need the Baltimore Ravens secondary play to step up. And then they'll be fine. Cover somebody, and y'all be all right.
So moving on to KC, unless you got something. Go ahead.
I don't see them making it out of the East or the AF side. I think the Bills or the Chiefs will make it out of that.
All right, so let's talk about the Chiefs, right? Like they had a slow start, seem to hopefully maybe got momentum. What do we think about the Chiefs?
Who's hoping? I'm not hoping. Who's hoping that?
It's not my side, so I really don't care. I like the Chiefs as a team. Mahomes came out, he played really well last week. I mean, he threw 4 different touchdowns to 4 different people. I mean, it looked good. He looked good.
Yeah, I was like,
I got the Jags this week. That's
if I'm the Chiefs, like you're getting Rice back in a couple of weeks.
Xavier Worthy.
I mean, one-dimensional Xavier Worthy. You have him.
I mean, all you need is one dimension out of him, bro. Run a streak, run a pose. That's it.
But you know, if I was the Chiefs, I would probably see what the Saints would want for Alvin Kamara. Because to me, the running game is lacking a little bit. So if you can get one, it'd be good.
I thought the running game was right last week. Was it not?
And Bobby comes back just in time when y'all started talking about the Chiefs. He heard y'all talk about the Chiefs, and all the Chiefs jump back on.
I don't know. I think Buffalo's taking this year, so
I agree. Buffalo looks good. They just look really, really, really good this year.
Year.
The Buffalo Bills. I think it's about time for them. They're like the Cleveland Cavaliers of the NFL, right? They've had a really, really solid team for the past couple of years. Constantly fall short, and we can't ever forget the 4 Super Bowl appearance runs with no wins. It's just one of those teams for a long time they just couldn't get right, almost like a curse. But I think I'm with Coach. I think this year they break that curse.
I can see it.
And it's building their defense up. I think they got their defense in the right place. Because the issue, they was just giving up. Josh Allen was in battles every day. He's a shootout to every game. Shootout.
But Josh Allen is really that dude. Just to think about, like, to what you're saying, like he's the reason he's literally carried them.
I told somebody it's never been a playoff loss where it was Josh Allen's fault. It wasn't his fault.
That's
the defense let him down.
That's a great point. So we've been hanging on the AFC side for a while. NFC, the Eagles. Are we worried? Is that a fake undefeated? Is there some concerns over there?
That's just fugazi as fuck.
That's the Cowboys fan. Can I get someone else?
Complete unbiased. That shit is fugazi. Okay.
On a Sunday, bro. Just this.
Fugazi.
Wait, who's fugazi?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Oh, I mean, they look at the division they playing in. They gonna blow past all them bums.
First of all, hold up. Don't do that.
I said what I said.
Don't do that. Like
shots fired.
Like Dakota Rain Prescott ain't here. Okay, we're taking the second game with them again in the season. Right?
Government.
Listen, I've been having this debate all week with my coworkers. I had one coworker.
And this is after your tie game. Any Cowboys and
hey, look, we got defensive players coming back this week. Don't act like Damarian Overshown ain't gonna step in and he's gonna beat it. We have good players coming back. Our defense has been lackluster. Secondary has been absolutely trash. We have your one job is don't let them behind you, and then you're letting these receivers 10 yards back on a fucking flea flicker. Okay, look.
Tell them how you really feel, though.
It's been bad.
Hey, listen,
it's
the
not
funniest
been
thing
good.
for me right now is
It's
young
been
nephew
bad.
is preaching and MH is in the choirs. Amen in him.
The Cowboys have good defensive players coming back. We have starters coming back on the defense. If the defense can get it together, I don't see them not making the postseason. Dak is on a good run. CeeDee Lamb, even with him being out, you see them utilizing Pickens well, using Turpin well. Even Tolbert's getting some catches, which is mind-blowing to me. They make the post. But I think the Lions will make it out of the NFC.
I still think Jerry Jones had something to do with that tie. They was like, Jerry Jones made a call. I was like, listen, I'm not losing this game.
I would not believe it.
I'm not losing this.
I would not believe it. You know how I feel on Jerry Jones. And
You know, Jerry got all the pull to the league. He called. He's like, listen, Packers can't win, but I can't lose.
you take from there. I don't care if it's a natural disaster, the lights go out, but this is
definitely on brand.
He's like,
Very much on brand. Yeah,
not today. I will say, a month, 2 months removed. I would say 45 days removed from the Micah trade. I'm not too cut up over it, honestly. Do I miss Micah as the threat he was? Absolutely, but I just remembered that I can't even think of that kid's name that we drafted, who had the most sacks or tied for the most sacks last year in college football. That'll be interesting to see him starting because he's been out. I was way more cut up over the Luka trade. It took me like 6 months to get over that.
Oh, wait. But hey, let's have a moment of transparency. Is it much easier to say that after you played a few games and seen what it was? Because you definitely didn't have those same sentiments when the
absolutely, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I needed to remove myself from the situation emotionally to take
bro. Nah, you didn't remove yourself from that. What happened was
what was going on.
Games were played, and then you opened, like your eyes were closed, and then games were played, and you did one of these. You were like, wait, what?
He's like, we can't stop nobody, but we got 2 first-round picks.
Right.
I mean,
at the end of the day,
build it.
That glass half full perspective kicked in real quick.
Right, real quick. Right. Yeah. It wasn't you doing any personal development and realizing.
I took a beat. Okay, I looked within and came to the realization. I'm still pissed over the Luka trade.
Hey, listen,
Micah didn't have that impact on me.
And shout out to James Houston. Jackson stays on. Making that Dallas D line look good after they traded Micah. So,
I mean, I feel like we're in the
cover somebody, man.
With or without Micah, we're still like Micah. Definitely, obviously, had the pressure, but I don't think that his impact would have made the same effect if he was on the field or not. I think the secondary would still be fucking trash.
No, I don't know about that because when he banged up and he's 100%, it really exposed that Green Bay secondary. I was worried about this secondary. Audience like that secondary is not good, so you got to get pressure.
I think there's a lot to be said about how public rifts and poor contract negotiations have impact on the locker room in the game. I think if Micah is signed to Dallas, you're not saying that because that same whatever energy that was floating around before is not there. I think all of last year, that played a part in it. And then coming into camp, if Micah would have stayed, if they wouldn't have traded him, I think Dallas would have been worse off. Not because he was there. Clearly, he's a invaluable, he's a super valuable talent. But I just think that energy around how Jerry Jones and this whole contract negotiation, I think that had a major impact on the locker room. And I feel like they're just playing more freer now because they don't have to deal with all that extra stuff.
But this isn't new. It's not a new tactic. He's done every negotiation is like this with Jerry Jones.
No, but with Micah, it was different though. That's all I'm saying. With Micah, it wasn't the same as it was with Dak. It wasn't the same as I think when Micah was really like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, and then that's fine. And he found out he got traded, right? Like you're gonna get your money. Like this is from Dez Bryant to everybody but Tony Romo. For some reason, he was just like, "Hey, let's get Tony Romo his money." But everybody else, hey, I'm gonna do this weird stuff with it. We're gonna
sign you right before game 1.
Yeah, like let's just. I mean, he did it with Emmitt Smith. like this is like a tactic. So like, chill out, man. You're gonna get your money, but if you want to do too much, okay, cool. Go to Green Bay. Have fun in Wisconsin. I hope the pie go well.
Right. Get you some cheese curds. Yeah, all right, so we got one from online. So Mr. Hampton dropped. What do you guys think about Detroit? Is this their year?
I have to say, when I watched Detroit play the Ravens, I was like,
listen, when Detroit is on,
they're on.
They are on.
I got Detroit.
Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery
is the best 1-2 punch in the NFL right
Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh my God.
Let's go, Genesis reference. I love it. No, I mean, I think, for me, it's more of a surprise. I think we even questioned or asked that in the football show earlier this year because we all know the big concern with losing their OC and, DC, right? So for them.
And getting Aiden Hutchinson back.
And which looked like I thought he was going to get hurt that one game when he went down. I was like, oh, Lord, because was it the other knee that looked like he was slow to get off that turf for a minute. But, no, I think that is definitely a surprise. We were all wondering. So, I like to see the Lions compete,
They look good.
They look really, really good. I always get concerned in today's NFL about a quarterback that cannot play in mud. Like, if you – like – as bad as like the Chiefs, due respect, Stills look at sometimes, on 3rd and 6, if you turn your back, Patrick Mahomes will get the first down and you know what I'm saying? Like that worries me so much about Jared Goff. I don't know who in the NFC can get him off his spot and off schedule like that. Maybe the Packers in their own division, but that's the one thing that worries me about the Lions is like if he's off his spot, you can get him to move his feet a little bit. It's
the whole division because Jordan Love does the same thing. And it frustrates like Jordan, run. Like they leaving it open for you because they know you're not gonna run. So you got to start running.
I just don't think Jared Goff can win the big game. I mean, he can have regular seasons and great games, but when has he proved that he can win that big one? I mean, I think the Lions got a good team, but he's got to show up at that big game, at the big moment, especially playoff time. And not go to sleep at the wheel.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
The last playoff game, he threw like 3 picks.
But also the defense let up fucking.
That's the issue. If you get the Lions into a shootout, that's when his flaws show.
Right,
because then he has to like keep up with it. He got into a shootout with the Commanders.
Yeah,
matter of fact, the Commanders was blowing them out immediately. Like.
If he's on schedule, they're great.
Touchdown.
But if it's 13-10, and that's mud game, that's why I don't know if I really trust Jared Goff.
Yeah, well, I don't trust him at all. I like watching them play because they make it exciting, but I think at the end of the day, the Lions are the Raiders in Halloween costume. They've gotten lucky. And they've done everything that the Raiders couldn't do, and they've gotten lucky by doing it, but I don't think they're for real at all.
It's time to let go and let God on Geno. It's time.
Right. What you say about that?
But damn.
It's time to let go.
Ain't no God might be better.
Geno cost him the game last week.
He did. Cost him the game before that too.
Yeah, he cost him the game before that.
He's costing them all the games.
They should
not a good look.
Raiders should be like 3-1 if they have a different quarterback.
What was the other team that they're saying it about? They should be.
Oh,
the Texans.
No, it's not the Texans. You know if they had a different quarterback?
No, the Texans, they're trash all around.
They just don't have a.
I mean, the Ravens lost 2 games.
But the Rams, like
no
they really
reason.
should be this, but they that because of.
No, I think the Rams.
No, it's not the Rams.
They play well.
Lost like 1 game.
I think Baltimore should be a lot better than they are based off they just threw the game to Buffalo, and who was the other team that they Derrick Henry fumbled to at the end of the game? Was it the Lions?
That was game 2. Yeah.
So is that a thing, Mr. International? We were talking about this. Is it in his head? Like, is it now time for him to call Tiki Barber and say, "Hey, listen, man, I was going through the same thing with this fumble. Let me show you how to carry the rock." Do you think he has something, or is it just? Go ahead, MH.
I didn't think it was until he took them sleeves off. When you start altering, doing some stuff to your gear, now it's like I got to take my sleeves off. Though I can't feel the ball.
Maybe he's listening, but maybe he's listening to the talking heads. They like I'm gonna say it was Ryan Clark and it wasn't Chris Kansas. Ryan Clark and what's old boy used to play for the Jets. He'd be on
Mark Sanchez.
No.
No. I don't think nobody refers to him when you say
no. Anyway, but they were talking about
Bart.
Huh?
You talking about Bart?
No. He was the lineman.
Anyway,
they would talk. They were just recently talking about it about like you shouldn't ever wear like material like on because it messes with your grip.
Oh, you know what, Cam? I think Cam Newton said that too.
Yeah, Cam Newton. Actually, yeah, Cam Newton was talking about it too.
Hey,
it was
Cam
like
never played for the Jets.
No, but it was a line. It doesn't matter. But the point is, they were saying like you shouldn't wear like the material because you can't get a good grip.
Yeah, but this is like a top 10 ever running back. So I don't need any input from Cam Newton, Ryan Clark, or anybody.
But you know,
now you start altering your sleeves. Now it's in your head.
But you know what's crazy?
It was the alter in the sleeves. It wasn't the hissy fit he threw.
Each one is when he switched and went to his weak hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Each one is when he went to his weak hand, which is strange. It's like everybody like stay with your power hand, especially those late in the games when everybody's punching it, trying to get the ball back, trying to get the ball out of your hand.
I just think the players got better at punching at the ball. If you watch even college football, these dudes are way better at getting right at that ball and punching it out. So I don't technically think it's necessarily a fumble issue. It's just these dudes are that much better at getting that ball out and punching it out. Because if you watch, when he was watching the Miami game last night, I just seen dudes just punching and punching and punching. And it wasn't like the dude wasn't holding the ball as tight as he could, but if you hit the ball right and you punch it at the right spot, I just think guys are getting better at getting these balls out of their hand. Not necessarily like Tiki, he was just fumbling. I mean, it was just.
Was that Thursday night?
Yeah, that was just him.
Oh my gosh, the Rams fumbled in
was that Thursday night?
Yeah, it was.
Man, and he smacked the hell out of him before he got to the ball too. I don't know if you saw.
But he has a fumbling problem anyway.
Man, that was crazy.
So listen, you gotta give it up to the peanut punch. Like he revolutionized that, and ever since that, like everybody's like putting that move into the repertoire.
Let me ask a question because I'm probably at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to like just the integral knowledge when it comes to football with you guys. I know a lot of you have played before, but from my understanding, is like, especially as a running back, if you're running or whatever, if you're running with the ball and the defenders come in, regardless if your right arm is your strong arm and the defenders coming to your right side, you would switch, use your right arm to stiff arm, get them off you. Like that's a normal action, right?
That's only if you're on the outside and you run on the outside. If you're running on the inside, the actual what a running back's supposed to do when somebody is coming is put two hands. So you're supposed to technically fold and put two hands on the ball if you're in the inside. But if you're running on the outside, that's why you're switching on the hands, because if they do punch it, they're going to punch it out of bounds versus inbounds. Mm-hmm. So I think with Derrick Henry, he still runs with the ball in one hand, even if he's in the middle.
Gotcha.
So that opens him up to for somebody to punch it, and of course it could be a fumble because he's not folding with two hands over the ball when he starts seeing contact coming, or he didn't see it coming.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he saw it coming on both of them, to be honest. But
that second late game fumble where that guy like wrapped around the back of him and
he
was able to get behind him and punch it out.
Man, leave your sleeves on, man.
And also I blame the Ravens as well. They don't run the ball enough in the second half for some reason.
They don't run the ball
it makes
at all, right?
Stop running the ball.
Like I saw something. I just saw a video on this about like statistics and they're running. And they're like the highest average yards per run, but the less 32 in utilizing the run on first and second down. Like if you are averaging over 5 yards a carry, why in the hell? If you have Derrick Henry, who put up 2,000 damn yards last season, let that man run the ball.
It's early. We got to get him to December and January when it start getting cold and people don't want to tackle him.
They're 1-3. They're not going to make it that far in the season. Like Jerry Jones, they're saving Zeke for the end of the year. For what?
No, I mean, you got Lamar Jackson. Let him get his fantasy stats right now. You know what I'm saying? And when it starts
today.
He and I playing, but when it get a little cold, then we'll hand the ball off to Derrick Henry for 30 times. Put your sleeves back on, bro.
If you have Derrick Henry, bro, let that man run the damn ball.
We got to get him
run the rock.
We got to get him to January. We got to get him to February. It's a long season.
I mean, well, at least let the backup run. They not running at all.
Facts. And
it's September. It's fantasy football,
and they're
it is October
right now.
Running the ball.
They haven't played in October. It is October now.
Yeah.
He fumbles in October. It don't matter. It's like run the rock.
Up until October, when the sun is still out, Get the fantasy stats in, and then now when it gets a little cold, we'll hand the ball off.
There it is. So another running back, right? So Barkley's with a slow start to his running the ball efforts, right? Where they've been tracking it, and you know, he was on that Madden cover. So do we sneak any Madden cover? Was it the curse or whatever? Yeah,
Madden curse. A curse is still active for running backs. So
are we going back to it makes where he said, man, it's still September. We're just not getting October. He gonna turn it up afterwards.
That's how I believe it, man. DB still want to tackle right now. When it's a little cold outside, as a DB, they don't want to tackle when it start getting cold.
It's just the Eagles have a funky offense, man. It's like we're gonna take what you let us take, and
now they're starting to mix in those pushes.
The receivers are wilding out. If the stories are true, I don't blame them. You know what? If I'm a receiver, knowing how receivers are being divas, I got my ring. I don't care about none of this no more. I don't need to win another championship. Let me go get my number so I can get into the Hall of Fame.
That is what that is. You know what's so, Gene, you bring this up, and I literally had a conversation with my uncle and my cousin yesterday about this, about across the map, outside of the WNBA, across the map, the character of these professional athletes just isn't what it once was. Like, they don't care. Give me my money. They don't care. The NBA, and I've kind of defended the NFL. I felt like the NFL was like the last, as far as men's professional sports, probably like the last place where you really see that, because it's one of the very few sports where you need everybody to do their job for everybody to be successful. Unlike with basketball, you can kind of do your own thing, go get your numbers. But we're seeing it in baseball. And you're saying this is in football too. I just think it's a wild thing that even as consumers, like, we pay money to go watch these guys play, and they just do not care.
Yeah, but you got to think about a lot of this. Like, if I'm an AJ Brown, I got incentives in my deal. So if I hit certain thresholds, that's another $1 million.
Right.
And if I'm with a quarterback that's not like, yeah, we're good, we're winning, but I'm not gonna hit these thresholds, NFL not guaranteed money.
That's true.
So you want to try to get as much as you can, like making it to the Pro Bowl, all pro. That's all extra money. So like with AJ Brown, his mind is like, I got a ring, I'm good.
I think some of it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Gene. I was just gonna say, I think for AJ, and I think it's different across. I don't think all receivers are necessarily they necessarily think the same. I do think part of it, as you mentioned, Gene, it's like, yeah, if I get this, if I meet this threshold that's working to my deal, that's gonna get me paid. Yeah, but I do think that some of it is just, you know, I don't want to be out here just running around. Like, I'm a receiver. Can you please use me?
like I'm not like, don't use me as a spot.
I don't think none of the what AJ did. I don't think that's no different than what they used to do in the back in the days. I think the only difference is now they're voicing it to the public. These dudes had problems back in the days, but they didn't get out here on social media or somewhere in the public and air it out. It was all behind closed doors. So that's the problem now, is now these players seeing that if I put it out here, it's worked for some of these players to either get traded or get released and be able to go somewhere else. But back in the days, it wasn't that easy just to go somewhere else. Then you just had to shut up behind the doors and just hope you can get it fixed.
And I'm going to say this as somebody who has been following AJ's career, like, since he left Starkville High School in Mississippi. I think some of that is this whatever this between him and Jalen, something changed, because when AJ first got to Philadelphia, I mean, Jalen was like, he was recruiting him to come. Their relationship has totally changed. Now, this gonna sound real, you know, whatever, ET or TMZ like, but whatever. I noticed that when AJ, because first of all, the proposal was beautiful, y'all. Whatever. Yes, I watched the proposal video. more times than I care to mention. Okay, when AJ proposed to his girlfriend, but I noticed that Jalen was. I don't think he was there. And guys, they have been friends since AJ was at the University of Mississippi. Like we're talking about, I'm pretty sure AJ, his daughter Jalen Hurts is the godfather. So something has, I don't know when it shifted, I don't know when it changed, but I'm like, okay, something is a miss.
You still what?
That might have been Jalen's girl first.
Trust me, it wasn't. Trust me, I know it wasn't. But I think
that
a
whole married man. If he, bro,
that wasn't the case.
Don't put that in there.
That definitely wasn't the case. But I don't. But it also makes me wonder about like the risk that sometimes I missed whatever he said. I completely missed it.
So they got web crawlers and stuff, right? So it's gonna be like cited on Black and Sports. Maybe Jalen Hurts has
right with no context. With no
context, whatever. It's gonna be a screen cut.
Yeah.
It's what's causing the drama.
I just think it's wide receivers are different. They all have that same mentality. They don't want to be out there just running. They just want to.
They don't.
They want to be used.
And I mean,
started to hear from Devontae Smith now. He's like, dang, like
we're 4 games into the season, and he has 151 receiving yards. I feel the same way. Like,
right.
And you can see, like, I was watching.
TikTok. I want to act like Terrell Owens. They were.
I'm saying, and there's like instances where it feels like Jalen's going out of his way to like, not necessarily get him the ball in a sense of like where you can see AJ's on a one-on-one down the side.
Especially that last game. Yeah, there were.
It should be a ball over the top because he's on a go and he's throwing like a back shoulder, like, come back. So I get the frustration.
I will say this though, without context, I don't know if it's tied to the whole proposal thing, but I will kind of side with Jazzy. When two professional athletes start acting like this, there's usually a woman somewhere in the middle. I will say that. When two male professional athletes start acting like this, either somebody snitched or there's a woman involved.
Professional athlete, professional restaurant, semi-pro.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean that is facts. We don't start beefing over too much.
Right. When you're saying they were like
that's
this,
it.
you saying they like this and now they like this.
Yeah,
it's usually either a woman involved or
look, he probably engaged to this girl.
I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know about that.
It's probably not. I'm not saying it's not, but
I'm not saying it is.
But there's a common denominator with most people.
I think this is more like
in the history of the world. Most wars and battles, there was a woman somewhere.
Somewhere down the line.
Somewhere.
Hey, woman,
It's not a Helen of Troy situation.
Or it could be like, I'm helping you build your Hall of Fame case, but I'm gonna be sitting on the outside.
Oh,
because I'm only getting 500 receiving yards a year.
No, I do think what Jazzy said earlier. I just think it's the nature of the position, bro. Like, there's no other way for me to affect the game if you're not throwing me the ball, right? So, like, it's just anybody, a little league receiver will feel some type of way if he's not getting the ball.
I'm sure all of us have been in there, even at work, everywhere. We've all felt that, like, look, I'm not part of it. Like, I'm just out here.
Give me the damn ball.
Give me the ball. I'm way more talented than this.
And this is why it's so hard to repeat. Like, that's why there's not a lot of repeat champions, man. When you're on the top, little stuff like this always starting to, as you go back to climbing a mountain, man. So we'll see. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Another topic I want to jump into. So it was announced our Super Bowl halftime performer will be American performer and artist Bad Bunny.
Hey.
So I'm a DJ CEO being our music maestro here, man. I'll let you kind of chime in on your thoughts and just kind of like the backlash that's already come from certain folks.
This, in the words of Childish Gambino, this is America, right? This is a trash ass country. I've seen some of the most idiotic tweets ever. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe they let a non-American do the halftime show. He's Puerto Rico. He's from Puerto Rico. He's American. And then somebody listed underneath all the non-Americans that actually have performed. And I do firmly believe whoever's on the board and feeling that Jay-Z may have some significant influence, like they're trolling our current administration and trolling them. Like they're definitely trolling them. Like, but at the same time, like he is one of the hugest artists in the world, right? His last album was insane. He is a very likable person, personality as well, right? There's no reason why you should hate outside of just being an ignorant racist, right? But it's just the things that they're saying is just so stupid. Like it's just dumb. Like he's Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, and Trump is who he is. But I was just like, yo, dude, you don't remember shooting jump shots with paper towels in Puerto Rico a couple years ago? You doing that? Like this is the only reason why you were able to go over there and do that is because we stole Puerto Rico too. Like, what are we like? I just don't know. Like, this has nothing to do with music. It's just America, and we've been over the past 16 years, whatever the first time Trump was president, and now however long, whatever. We've been showing our true colors, and this is another opportunity to do so.
And what's crazy about it, Bad Bunny has been. I've seen that list. Bad Bunny's been on the list like the last 3 years. He's always an option.
Yeah,
like as an option to do the Super Bowl. It just finally like lined up for him to like, okay, I can do it. It's like you gotta
Trump said he was from a Mexican city in Puerto Rico.
Right.
These words came out of his mouth.
Wow.
What do we? This is again. This is not about
lost
music.
our minds.
This is this.
And
Yeah, Jazzy.
Go ahead, Jazz.
I was just gonna say the sad part is it's like Trump, you act like you're. Let me just go back to many of those who are staunch supporters of his, which are NFL owners. Hello, you do realize they've played some games in Mexico. Like
Yes.
this is in lockstep with what they're trying to do, which is globalize the NFL, globalize the league. Like it's
I hope he do no songs. I hope he does it all
Spanish.
All in Spanish.
Will.
I don't need one English word.
I agree with it being political. It's definitely like there definitely were some strings pulled. I think it was definitely a political move. I said definitely too many times. But Bad Bunny is the biggest male artist in the world.
In the world, right? What are we?
It's not even close.
What are we talking about?
He has such a global influence. I mean, and he's coming off of doing what Happy Gilmore 2, where he killed his role and all sorts of things. Like this is definitely the time to
watching a Tubi movie last night. He was in it.
He's funny as hell.
Yo,
Every time he does like an SNL appearance or anything like that, he's funny.
He's been in wrestling. He's got a character in wrestle. Like he has
done it all.
He's a multi-talented guy.
Yeah, like what are we talking? And to your point, Jazzy, you brought up the NFL owners. They may have supported him in voting because they know all his schemes to make sure the richer stay richer. But at the end of the day, they don't fuck with him because remember he tried to get in on the NFL.
Oh yeah, he went.
So they don't like him, but they'll use them for whatever.
To look out for their bottom line for sure.
Yeah. I think we got to raise an offering for Jazz. You've been hitting these points. I think like on this Sunday, I truly think it's just who's the viewers, right? Like the world is changing. Like the Olympics is coming up in 2028. They always push flag football and like there's just certain things that they're pushing. And it's the audience that Bad Bunny, games. Like it's just a different audience now. So how do you attract the audience to your biggest product, the Super Bowl? Yeah, you get the right performers to part of the halftime. I just think it makes sense to what they're trying to do in globalizing the game. Honestly,
when it comes to music, I don't need English because Selena come on, I know every song.
Right. The Vikings played in Ireland last week.
Yep.
And did they stay in Europe? I'm like,
no. Hey, MH, you missing the point. You bringing up white countries.
Well, no. I know what you're saying. I'm with you, but what I'm saying is, it's like I'm just saying, like the fact that a
The
team from the
globalizing
NFL, it was international back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, but they
right?
don't care. The people that are complaining don't care. Like they don't. They don't. The NFL's been the most politicized sport for a while. You know what I mean? For a while, and I just the fans, the people that have to do with this or that watch this, they don't care. Like they don't care about what we've all been witness to. You know, like you said, the expansion and the marketing and the rollout, and making sure that we make football, NFL a global league, not just a sport, but a global league. They don't care about none of that. They care about their ignorance, maintaining white supremacy, and all this type of stuff. It is pretty much black and white. It's not even.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you at all. All I'm saying is, I don't know what that is, but whoever's when the what's the discretionary income, as people start to age out, the new generation starts to come in. Like, how do you gauge the new generation? And it's not going to be the same way you gauge the former. So I just think it's just part of the globalization of the game. I really do. But no, I'm with you. I'm not sleeping on that point. It is what it is, but
yeah, it's all of it. It's all of it.
They're mad because they say, "Oh, first they gave us Kendrick Lamar, now they giving us Bad Bunny. When we gonna get a turn?"
We about to phase y'all out, man.
Right?
Probably.
Go ahead and take Neil Diamond for AFC
they want Morgan Wallen so bad. I was like, bro, we don't want no Morgan Wallen.
They want that Miley Cyrus. That's what they want.
Right. And what's bugged is that
or Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah, Miley and Taylor been saying no every year.
Yeah,
they were like no.
Nah, also, I don't think Miley's relevant enough to do Super Bowl.
Nobody tripping. Miley, they want Miley, bro. Miley,
I get that they want her, but like
every time she dropping bangers.
She ain't dropped in quite some time.
Was the pun
over 10 years. Yeah, I guess.
I think that is a drop.
What are you talking about?
Did she? I don't
Shakira
care.
and Jennifer Lopez on there, they ain't dropped nothing.
Right.
Yeah, but
Rihanna ain't dropped nothing in 3 decades.
Shakira is here like on a global influence. And
yeah, it's not about the music you drop. It's about your relevancy at this point.
You're underestimating Miley.
Shakira is 10 times more relevant than Miley Cyrus.
No, she not.
In her fucking
no.
life.
Shakira is like no right now.
No. You thinking with hormones? No.
I don't do this.
Not on this Sunday.
Oh no!
Not on this
global scale, you're gonna sit here and say,
Shakira is killing it. She's on a world tour right now and killing it.
Shakira is 10 times.
Yeah, she's killing it.
But the music is not good. Shakira's music is not good.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, one thing we know is they don't care about the music.
In the club VIP with my J's on, you're taking that?
Dude, that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, Juicy J was on
Miley's
there.
Not even 30. What are you talking about?
Hey, Gene, listen to me. I do this for a living. I have never once and I had residencies in Las Vegas. I have never once had anybody come to me and ask me for a Miley Cyrus record or a Taylor Swift record. And I've been in some white ass clubs.
I mean,
no, they don't listen.
They don't play that.
Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA is my goddamn closet.
Oh, that's the only one. That's the only one. That's the only one.
That is an absolute certified.
And I only played to set up Jay-Z. I only played to set up Jay-Z.
Listen, you want to make yourself
play that in a black song. Every black person gonna sing that.
Everybody gonna sing that goddamn song.
But that's it. That's one song.
Hey,
no, she got way more than it, man.
No, she does not. No, she does not.
I'm taking over Shakira. Shakira was boring. It was listed as the worst Super Bowl performance ever.
That's because J-Lo is doing too much. Move.
On me.
I love it. All right, so wrapping it up, man. Any comment good? Anything you want to get off the chest? I appreciate you all getting up with us early for our Sunday kickoff. Definitely, hopefully people that couldn't make it, that was in church, said prayers for us. I know CEO came after church, man. So thank you for hustling in for us. But anything else you guys want to get off your chest talking about the games today? Anything in sports? Anything for the culture?
Just real quick, according to chartmasters.org, we got Miley Cyrus. Yeah, I got receipts. I know you were a man of receipts. We got Miley Cyrus at 25 and 67.2 EAS, whatever that stands for. And Shakira is top 13, 88.9. That's all I'm saying.
But Shakira music, name one Shakira song.
Hips don't lie, baby.
That's it.
Don't lie.
That's
Now
it.
you got She-Wolf. Don't do that.
Nah, she got
Don't
the
do
joint. She got the
Shakira.
joints with Beautiful Light. The joint with Beyonce, Beautiful
She got
Liar.
them Carlos Santana bangers. Don't. Hey, look.
Shakira music ass. Y'all got to be honest about that.
Name 5 Miley Cyrus songs.
Oh, Wherever. Don't forget about her debut single. Wherever, whenever, whenever.
Yep, that joint too.
Pack ass.
Listen, all I know is
ass songs.
Shakira has done. She's been the song of a World Cup. Miley
She
Cyrus could
She
not.
one of them ones that was just fine. She was fine.
Gene, here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to allow you to cape for a white woman who can pick up and put down hip hop whenever she feels like it suits her.
Well, they all did that though.
No. Shakira, no.
Shakira
Miley
did
Cyrus
it too.
Shakira was with
Shakira did
Beyonce.
it too.
Beyonce ain't hip hop.
Look, Shakira was with Mike Will Made. I mean, not Shakira. Miley Cyrus was with Mike Will Made. That's all I'm saying.
She went from this country. She went from this country little, pop singer.
Yep.
She turned into a
we
stripper.
know because we allow them
Turned
to.
into a stripper.
She was definitely throwing that ass. Whatever. Ass
And then she was like, I don't want to do hip hop anymore.
It's called maturation. It's called maturation. She had to break that image. Or she was gonna be stuck in it.
Break what image? She was
The same one that they say Travis Kelce had to break.
Right.
Travis Kelce, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, Miley Cyrus.
Keep them going, absolutely.
Nas playing.
And listen, y'all forget about her hits in Hannah Montana. You know what I'm saying?
Miley got better music than Shakira. I don't care what.
The best Hannah Montana hit came from the Migos. Don't do it. I got Molly. I got Molly. We're gonna
a sports point I would like to make. I'm going to speak directly to my brother MH. We looking real good in the preseason.
Oh, some Knicks talk.
I think we only going to be. I think we won't see how really really good we are until about December. But this Knicks team, like I've been saying, Tibbs got to go, and you've seen what Mike Brown is doing already.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. If there is a year,
it's this year.
It's this year.
We got injury. We got the injury. Boston's out of here. Who else is out? We got to worry about Detroit.
Halliburton's out. I think Westcott's gonna be straight too, though. The Magic gonna be straight.
Not 6 months ago, weren't y'all calling Mike Brown Tibbetoo?
No, not me. Not never.
Okay.
Not never.
No,
you just worry about Cooper Flag and
don't worry about that. We start to line up PJ. Cooper.
They were asking for Mike.
Worry about PJ Washington.
Mavs in 6. Mavs in 5. Really, don't do that. The Mavs might be.
You take D'Angelo Russell and chill out.
Hey, Kyrie's on a
Coach Birdie, you got anything for me?
All I'm saying is that everything is lined up for the Knicks to come out the East.
And I gotta go. Aces and 5.
Oh, there we go. I'm with that.
Hey,
and guys, I gotta get to church.
All right.
But do it.
The Knicks are coming out the East.
We do it.
And
their biggest competition is going to be I feel like it's going to be Detroit. And you're right, MH. Orlando's going to be like really tough too. But it's going to be Detroit and Orlando because Indiana and Boston is out of there. And Cleveland, I just don't believe in them.
I don't either.
You don't think Indy's gonna? What's his name? Is
Halliburton is going?
Yeah. Is he? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. And not going. I mean, he's out.
He's out. Is he out for the whole? Yeah, because I was.
Yeah, he's done.
Well, he's probably going to try to come, but even if he come back, it ain't going to be till.
No, they good.
I'm on my 2K right now. He gone.
Yeah, he's going.
He's not coming back to next season. Him and Tatum gone. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. So the Knicks don't have. It's just Detroit, and Detroit, I think, is our biggest. Detroit. Whew.
Listen,
I think it's Orlando.
Last year, I said Knicks Mavs finals, and we see how that went.
You said that. You said that for last year.
Yeah, I said that for last year because I really thought, but we traded our generational talent away. But I could see Knicks Mavs finals this year.
Who's in the West? Coming getting past me. So the Mavs are beating Minnesota and OKC.
The Mavs beat OKC 3 out of 4 games last season without Luka Doncic. Absolutely.
But it didn't stop them from winning the championship. So I'm asking.
100%. If the Mavs had been in playoff contention, if the Mavs didn't fucking just see Luka and say, "Here you go," then they absolutely would have stomped OKC. There's no doubt in my mind.
And Denver's coming back. Denver.
I have zero worries for any team out of the West.
I will say, I want to see AD in the James Worthies. Something happened when you have to wear James Worthies as like a full part of your. Because don't he have to wear goggles now or something?
He does.
Yeah, for the rest of his career. He just
something happened when you put them creams on. Something
Hey,
happened.
I don't know, but AD looked like he ate somebody before camp. So I need to
listen with or without AD. I think the Mavs.
AD's out. He look out of shape.
No, you gotta have like
he's out of shape.
With or without AD.
So with that, and I don't think they're contenders, but I think they can ruin a lot of people's season.
You don't think the Mavs are going to?
When you're looking at New Orleans and you're looking at Zion Williamson and the shape that he's in right now, that boy, he looked like a whole different person.
Zion.
Yeah.
Zion.
Trademark it right there.
He's one of those. He's one of those like completely like game-changing type of players. When he's on the floor, the Pelicans are a completely different team. Now, I don't think they're a contender, but I think they can make life hell for teams in the West.
I absolutely agree, but it's going to be contingent on him staying healthy. Even if he's lost the weight a lot. I mean, those prior injuries.
His weight, I think his injury issues had to do with his weight.
Yeah, but that's also, you got to think about it like in the sense of building something back. I don't think you're ever going to build that knee back to, 100%. With or without the weight, those lingering injuries are still there. Not maybe lingering, but those injuries have still happened. So if he can stay healthy, then I agree. I think I wouldn't necessarily call them contenders. I think they make the post.
Mm-hmm.
I like Zion. Zion was out of high school. So
listen, I think unless OKC get injuries, OKC is winning the game.
They're not winning shit. The Mavs
they gonna blow through the West. Like now that they got one, they've been smoked the West.
This is the same team that lost to the Mavs 2 years ago.
They OKC. Look,
they're adults now. They're not kids no more. They're adults now.
That's fine.
They do something to you when you win. That's for sure.
You got to think the Mavs probably have the tallest team in the NBA.
You don't have a point guard.
Who's stopping them in the paint? We got
who's getting the ball to them in
who's
the paint?
Who's getting the ball?
Cooper.
No,
come on. Let's go watch football because after that, we still in football season.
Football. We get into that. We got
ask me in November.
We gotta let that marinate for
when the Mavs are 10-2 into November.
Start hitting you with the end of song music.
I'm gonna leave with one more thing before we go.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Kyron Lacey's lawyer for clearing that boy's name.
Yeah,
because they tried to railroad that kid.
That's so sad.
And what they did to him was a shame.
That's so sad.
So shout out to that lawyer getting that evidence out, proving his innocence. Like, no, he had nothing to do with this. It's unfortunate that he ended up taking his life, but shout out to that lawyer because some lawyers be like, I'm pass away, I'm done, I'm not gonna do nothing, I'm not gonna do. Lawyer came to you and say, no, I'm gonna clear his name. Like I'm gonna make sure I clear his name. Like so. Shout out to his lawyer for.
I hope that family get all the, I mean, it's not going to bring Kyron back, but I hope that family get all the money.
I hope they get the whole. They should own that city by the time they're done with it.
Terrible, man.
The fact that the cop went there and tried to coerce the witness to statements.
That's sad.
It's terrible. So
unfortunate.
Prayers to his family, everything there.
Yep.
But I was happy they was able to clear that up and get his name cleared.
Appreciate that, man. That's good stuff. All right, well, everybody enjoy the rest of your Sundays. I appreciate you all for taking the time. Everybody that's jumped online and provided the comments. We'll do this again soon, so we'll let you know. But as you know, please practice gratitude. Stay safe because we're rooting for you.
Screaming, all us blacks got it.
This is literally the worst football games I've ever seen in my life. The Raiders, Colts, Saints, Giants, Jets and Cowboys.
Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade new rags. Sue me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap.